Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
How are you guys doing today? Today is a video that is, it's a good counter, and I think it has a lot of great potential. And as you guys will see today's video, this counter is a Grievous counter to a General Skywalker team. Everything's maxed out on both ends. That's the biggest issue here with the counter. You got to have a lot of relic 7s, relic 5, 6, 7s on your droids, and not many people will have this available for them. So it is a counter, but it takes extreme resources. It's kind of similar to like a CLS team with like you needing some relic 7 Han Chewie, some high relics and everybody else. But this is a counter that I've seen from like a CLS to this. This one is like a little bit more reliable in my opinion, from like all like the extra assists and all that sort of stuff from the team, and granting a lot of TM to the team with like all the target locks and such. So this is a video and a team that I was brought to my attention. I mean, I didn't really know that Grievous was going to be a solid counter like it is in this video, but this was brought to my attention from Vinny or Valandros on Discord. So I appreciate you a lot for letting me know this, and we will quickly show you his mods. So here are his mods. He was running a very standard droid team. So let's just go. He loves his droids, as you guys can tell. He loves his droids. So he's got a relic 7 Grievous, even tossing an IG-80, but we're not using that in his team, but that's pretty awesome. He's got a relic 7 B1, relic 7 IG-100 Magna Guard, relic 7 B2, and a relic 7 Droidica. So his team is this: Grievous, B1, B2, IG-100, and Droidica. This team is very reliable in how I've been looking at it, and he has many different battles and different, just run-throughs of like different situations he gets himself into, and it's a win every single time. And I think from these videos, probably the most important is Droidica. Droidica, B2, and IG-100 are probably the three most important ones here. His offense, it has to stack up high. You have to have high offense here, or else this really won't work too well. And you're going to need the Zeta here. Backing up with like the Zeta order in this team, or just Zetas that you need in general for this team to work, you're going to need Droidicas, B2s, B1s, and I would say both of the Grievouses. What you're getting with Grievous is not being able to, right here. When a target locked enemy is damaged, or no, it's right here, my bad. It says target locked enemies can't counterattack, which is kind of nice versus, some of these like 5s and stuff like that they can do counters. And also, down the line, if you can get a target lock on General Skywalker, it's very useful. And another thing we'll mention later, but this basic is actually more important than you guys might think with the healing immunity on this, so that's pretty dang cool. Okay, so for the Zetas, yeah, you're going to need both Grievouses, you're going to need B1s, B2s, and Droidicas. You do not need IG-100 because all this gives you is another reset of the cooldown if there's no buffs, which I don't think is that useful. So the modding here on Grievous, HP, 150k HP, which is a lot, and I get it, it's a lot. And this is Relic 7 you guys got to keep in mind here, so that's pretty standard though, I would say, for just like Relic 7. Grievous, something crazy on the mods there. But for B1, you want some speed, but you want a lot of potency and offense. Potency and offense just so you can land some of the target locks and to do some AoE damage and just any damage in general with his assists. And he will do a lot of assists here, trust me guys. He is needing a lot of offense here. And then for IG-100, or Magna Guard, I guess you could call him, HP protection, some tenacity, not a whole lot, potency as well. But down here, he didn't go for a lot of defense here, but I probably would go for more defense here, just personally, versus like the clones of assists and all that sort of stuff. So nothing crazy, I wouldn't say on a Relic 7 Magna Guard. This guy though, he kind of he doesn't show it in his stats right now, but he did a couple tests with a B2 that was modded for a pure offense as well, because of his extra bonus turns he's going to be getting and all the AoEs. But I think he just resorted to a lot of tenacity, a lot of potency, HP protection, and some defense. But, I mean, that's a solid amount of offense, I would say. If you want to see what he's running here, where is his offense? He's got to probably, nope, just probably some good secondaries, I guess. Yeah, 4.9 offense there. I think that's okay. This is a solid mod at B2, but this guy right here is probably the most important, I would say, for the modding, because he's going to be doing the most damage. Him and B1 will be doing the most damage here. 60k HP, 68k protection, loads of tenacity, and then the loads of offense and crit chance. Most of the time, you're not going to be able to pull off the crits, because with his twin blasters, you can't crit on his special. This does true damage. True damage you can't crit on, but this one. It says, additionally, if the target has higher speed than Droidica, deal true damage. But then it says also, wait. So, I kind of just probably already just went over this. I'm kind of stupid right now. I'm kind of drawing a blank. But I'm pretty sure what this reads is, if he is faster than like the base speed of somebody, he will crit, but most of the time you're not going to be able to get Droidica that fast, so he's not going to crit all the time. But there are some situations where he can crit, but as you can see, he's not modded for speed, so it doesn't matter at all. But the Droidica Zeta unique is extremely important. Whenever he does get this built up, the damage immunity with his roll, that's where his assist and that's where the damage comes from. So let's get into some battles here for today, guys. Alright, so this is Vinny's test versus Relic 7 Anakin and some other Relic clones. I don't know the exact modding on the clones here. I could always ask him though. But as you can see here, they're going to crit a lot, and if they don't crit, which, you know, there's a good chance of it not critting, as you can just see right there, Droid just a big hit. The crit avoidance built in with the B1 Droid battalion stacks, there's a pretty good chance you're not always going to get crit off the bat, which is good stuff for like your Droidica, especially Droidica. So that's pretty cool. And you can see that he did run some crit avoidance arrows here, which is really cool to see. But I mean, there's just so much extra assists, so much extra damage here from B1 and Droidica that you're almost always going to melt down GS. And this is exactly how it kind of is in like the event for unlocking GS. And it's kind of funny. It's giving me some PTSD almost. I hate that event so much. But yeah, there's a lot of just extra hits here, a lot of extra damage, and we got, I guess you could say, we got kind of lucky with the RNG here because the armor shred landed on B1 and not somebody else like IG-100. But man, you can just see here the damage immunity is really kicking in here, and that's General Skywalker's biggest downfall. But AI sometimes does prioritize the damage immunity for some odd reason. I don't know why, but it's just so good. And you can see right there, we're getting target locks with that high potency on B1, and it's making it so we get even more TM here. And he's just, Droidica, man, he's just coming in assisting all the time. It's really fun to see, guys. And yeah, this is a legit counter, and it's really fun to see. I mean, I don't know if I would build all your droids up just for this counter, because you can get some lower relic teams going that can beat this high relic GS like a Padme or CLS or Darth Revan. But this is like a good alternative, I guess you could say. And right here, okay, so I want to pause it really fast. So in this counter, if there's really anything strategy-wise you want to really think about is, I think one, and there's like a few of them, but one of the most important ones is to always hit somebody who has target locks, just so you get the regaining of the TM and getting more TM from hitting a target lock. And then one of the other ones is with Droidica. You always want to save your roll for when GS is like one of the last guys alive, just so that if Droidica does get the mark from having Grievous lower than 100% HP, he will the mark will go over to him, and they can't hurt him because he has damage immunity. So that's like a couple of the strategies here, I would say. And there he goes. There goes B1. You can land stuns here, but right there we just finished him up. And the cool thing with Grievous is basic. If you guys did not know, you can't evade it and you can't counter it, I don't think. Let me just double check that really fast. So yeah, you can't evade it and you can't counter it. So GS right there, he can't counter it even if he did survive. And there's a good chance he's going to land healing immunity there as well. So that's just, that basic right there on a GS is so strong. I mean, there's like a lot of parts to this whole team with droids that really kind of just screams counter to this. So this is time where we got armor shred on our Magna Guard. But with all these healing, man, with B1, you can just heal him right back up, and it's really fun to see. This, I think, one of the biggest modding though tips, besides just a bunch of offense on your attackers like Droidica and B1, I think the potency though is one of the most important things here on especially B1, because if you can land some extra target lock and then just having a bunch of people hit him, you're generating so much TM to the point where you can really just cycle back your turns before the clones can even cleanse, or they can even really move. And as you can see here, now he's in cover. Now it's even easier to land these debuffs because the only person that has high tenacity in this GS team is GS himself. So it's just, there's just so many things here, like I'm saying, there's just so many things here that just screaming hard counter, that makes me believe you could probably put this on auto if you wanted to. I don't know if, like I said, I'll ask Vinny here really soon if the mods on this team and the relic levels, because I don't want to say this is a fluke, but I mean, this is a strong team, I would say. So he just came out his cover, and it's looking really good. There's one thing I wanted to mention, I probably should mention earlier in this, is that the courage, or not the courage, what am I talking about? The buffs from the GS leadership. The GS leadership Zeta, it gives stacking offense whenever the enemy gets a buff, and there's not a whole lot of buffs in this team, which I like a lot. And as you can see right there, he did no damage to our Droidica. And this is my favorite part of this counter, is that Droidica he's eating up all the hits, and he's assisting all the time, man. He's doing all this damage. It's awesome to see. But yeah, they're not getting a whole lot of stacking offense here because there's not a whole lot of buffs that the Grievous team and the droids are getting here. So you can see here he's not hitting that hard, which is, it's just amazing to me to see. And yeah, the healing here on B1 is always clutch. The marks going around on all the droids is super clutch too. We landed healing immunity. We're gonna get back up to full on to B2. And Droidica should have his roll and his damage immune here soon. This is just a lot of fun to see, and I'm sure it's a lot of fun to play with. I don't really want to go all in on the droids just yet, although I did put a lot of my resource into them for the GS event. So maybe this is something to look into, guys. I think it really is. So that's the two battles I want to show you guys for today. All right, so for his GS mods, very briefly, let's go check it out. So he doesn't have a full 60 mods here, but he has Relic 7. And here are his stats. He has 65,000 HP, 100k protection, 258 speed, maxed out CD, and a pretty good offense, I'd say, for Relic 7. He has 71,500, or 7,152 damage, and some okay crit chance there. I don't know the relics. He does have relics on the clones, but I don't know their exact stats. But I think the most important ones here is just GS. So there you guys go. Very quickly, here are his relics on his team. He has Relic 7 5s and GS. He has Relic 3 Echo and Rex. And he has a Relic 6 Ahsoka. All the mods besides the Zeta on Rex. And he's missing a Zeta here, but this is a pretty much maxed out team, and as you can see from the mods on GS, this is a legit team and a legit counter. So that's pretty much it for today's counter, guys, to a GS. The only downfall and the downside to this whole counter is the resources you have to put into your droids. You're going to need some high relics on these guys to do their big damage, like on the B1 Droidica, and you want to make sure that they have a lot more HP protection to survive some of these onslaughts of hits that GS can do and the clones can do. But once you get these guys, you know, I would say Relic 5 plus for most of these guys, I think this would still work just as well. And I just want to give another big shout out to Valandros, Vinny. I really appreciate these cool little clips here, and man, please let me know. I'll DM you in a little bit. I really want to see some of these cool battles here with IG-88, man. This is a cool Relic 7, I think. I really want to see, and I would like to show some of that off. But that's it for today's video. Grievous versus General Skywalker. It works. It's a good counter. It's a solid counter. I don't know if it's a hard counter, though. It's in between like a Padme. It's not soft, it's not hard, it's in the middle. It's medium. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it around, and if you are new here, feel free to sub. We do have a Discord and a Patreon if you guys want to go check out those two things. Those are in the description link below. I am stuttering crazy. I'm going to go head off, and I'll see you guys later.